welcome to an episode of Minecraft, here with myself, Dimondez. I just gotta turn the volume down on music. Anyway, today we're going to be doing a pretty fun episode. I'm going to be creating a new intro. Now, I got a world set up. I forgot to make it out of complete air, so I just used the fill command and filled giant area with air. I was going to do it a bit bigger, but I think this will be enough space for me to create a place where I can do an intro from. And so what I'm doing is, because I think like my previous intro is kind of like set about me, I want it to be set about my name on my channel, not my icon or character. So I'm actually gonna be making my name in Minecraft 2D first, and then I use the fill commands to fill it all out back all the way there, and it'll be super cool. And yeah, I'm gonna time lapse this bit, and then I'm gonna tell you how. So now I'm back. You're hearing me now. I haven't actually finished like filling all this out, but I don't really need to. That's the thing, because with this, all I can do is literally just go copy this bit, paste it here, and it takes so much quicker. So what I'm gonna do is I'm quickly gonna nip over to the next stage. So see you there. Now we're back. What I want to do is I want to show you guys how to actually get your world into Blender. So what you want to do is you want to go onto the internet, get a thing called MINEWAYS. Now I've already got it, MINEWAYS. Yep, I've already got it, and what it has is it has this, and you just run it. You just download it off the internet. It's pretty simple. Now this would allow you. Ooh, something's gone wrong. Warning: high encoding. Okay, suddenly it's just popped up. Okay, I'll leave that. Like, I'll make this small screen so this can all be seen. You know, with this kind of side bit. So, edit seems to have. No, I think it's still working. OBS sometimes just completely freezes and it's quite annoying. So anyway, you want to file open world, and I've made it as intro 3, and it's opening the world now. It's loading it. Oh my goodness, it's slowing down. So anyway, here we have my it's all green because it's all super flat, and if we like maybe I think how do we move this? Just move it with the face. Just zoom in now. Zoom in. I'm gonna turn my earphones off because they're no use to me. Oh, well there we are. There's no use. Right. Let's zoom out. Come. Move over there. Zoom in. Move over here. Zoom in. Move over here. So now what we want to do is you want to zoom out a bit more, and then I think it's yeah, it's right click, and you'll be able to select one particular bit. Now, some blocks in this selection are visible below the current depth of 12, and yes, so lower depth I wanted to go to 0, max height, let's do that. So now we'll be selecting the whole of that definitely. So then we go file, export for schematic, which is always good. Actually no, let's cancel. We want to do file, export for 3D printing, and you want it to do wavefront or OBJ file, could be either of those two, mainly OBJ files. So now what I want to do is going to save it into my documents folder, new intro, and we're going to call it logo, and we're going to hit save, and now this screen will pop up. Mainly it's completely fine, just leave it in like as it is. So yeah, that's fine. Now you just click OK, and yep. I'm just reading this. Have you? Yes. Okay. I think it's done that. Oh no, Java update. Nope, don't want you. So I think that's done now. Let's have a check in the folder before we move on. So it would be in here, new intro, and here we have logo.zip and logo.obj. So here we have that kind of thing. Those three things have been imported into this folder. Now we here need to hit close on that. We can hit close on that, and I'll see you guys when we're actually ready to do some Blender. So that's quite nice. It's 2:04 right now. It's quite early in the afternoon now, so it's quite nice. Anyway, yeah, so I'll see you guys then. So now I'm into Blender, which is quite nice. I have a feeling, well, you scroll around with your middle mouse button. Oh, it's so nice with my new middle mouse button, my new middle mouse, or my new mouse. I got a new mouse recently, so yeah, you want to delete the cube, delete that, delete this, delete that, and delete the camera, and that will leave you with just the blank thing, and you can hit 3 on the keyboard or 5, all that kind of stuff. But that's completely fine. Just leave it like that. But now we've done this, what we want to do is we want to go up to the top here, file, import, and it was a 3ds file, I believe. No, OBJ file, wavefront OBJ, and then we want to go all the way into here, and it's logo.obj we want to grab. So import obj, and here we have this. This is, well, it's a different orientation than we want it to be, so we can change that later. But first, we're thinking textures. So what we want to do is we want to go up here, click Cycles Render, and then you want to download something. It's a Blender add-on, and it's called MC Prep, and it will allow you to prepare the the things on here. So you want to hit the choose button, and you just click Prep Materials, and it should have done it by now. So if I go on to here and I go on to texture, we have the texture on here, which is very nice. We have nice texture. So anyway, now what we want to do is we want to obviously hit 3 and R Y, I think it is. No, RX. Yep, 90. Okay, RX 180. There we are. So it's fine now. So then that should be pretty much okay. So what we want to do now is we want to hit 7, zoom out a bit. We want to go like this. Oh, actually, before we do that, we want to S10. So that's now scaled it to the right size. No, that's Control Z. S5 maybe? Yes, so S5, and that will lock it to the same size as this grid on here. So now what we can do is we can zoom out a bit. We can have it like that. We hit 7. That's quite nice. Now if we hit Shift D and then hit Control, it automatically drags it like this. So it'll be like on a gridlock kind of thing. So I want to drag it like that. Control V. Oh, what's that? Oh, that's my thing that I had before when making flashbangs. But we want to then hit A. That selects all. Hit 7. Shift D. Hold Control. And then A. Don't want wireframe mode. I want it to go back onto texture. And we want to hit. If we go to 7 again. Shift D. Control and bring it in. So we want to keep on doing that. Shift D, Control, and I want to keep on doing this until I make it really long and nice, and then I may add a couple of flowers and stuff onto it. Anyway, once that's done, I'll see you guys in a bit, and it'll look really nice, I hope. So yeah, it'll look better than this so far. So see you guys. I'm going to time lapse this. No, I'm not going to time lapse it. I'm just going to keep on doing it because I've told you what I'm doing. I'm just going to keep on doing it, make a cut until I finish doing it, added flowers, maybe added a bit of scenery, maybe clouds and stuff. Actually, no, I'll show you how to make clouds. But other than that, guys, see you guys in 1 minute or 2. Maybe, no, it'll be right now, actually, but for me, it'll be like 3 minutes on. So now I think I've finished that. I've dragged it on quite a while. It's gone quite far. I think that's enough really for what I'm planning on doing. So now, what I really kind of want to get into now is controlling this. So I'm actually with this. I'm hoping to like add me into it and like me like fighting on one of these little platforms. So that's pretty difficult. So actually, what I'm gonna do now, because this bit is really difficult to get into, I'm going to add back a camera. Now, when I click that, if I hit 0, I'll go into camera view, and if I hit Shift F, I can move about in the camera view, and with the WASD keys, that will make it really easy instead of having to move everywhere else and everything. So, yeah, this would make it much easier for me. So now, for now, and I can, if I just want to go out of it, hit 0 again, and mouse. So now what I really want to add is I want to add clouds. Now to do that, we need to file. Append. Now, it won't be in this. I think I've got it on my desktop. Where is it? Desktop here. Now, I've got Minecraft rig for Blender, and you can just download it off the internet. It's really easy just to get. And I got the blocks. It'll be in blocks, and then it'll be in object, and then there'll be these are all named nicely, so I can just look over to C, and there'll be clouds somewhere. Color is clouds. Here we are. So we want to append from library, and here we have some nice clouds. We want to prep materials, which makes it quite nice, and let's bring it all the way over like that. So, and bring it up like that, and I want to actually rotate it slightly. Y. Rotate it slightly like that, so we'll be able to see it more. And it's kind of like if I go into my camera angle, do Shift F, move about a bit, move it up. How do I make this faster? I have no idea. So anyway, I actually probably want to, if I'm zooming out now, so I'm panning out to to get the whole view of this. Oh my goodness, I don't know if it'll actually allow me to, but will I be able to see it? Oh my goodness, can I maybe just get it in, maybe have it at an angle, and then do that. So yeah. So I've got Dimondez written out there. That's quite nice. Do Shift F, I've got it that kind of angle there. And I want to do Shift F, move in a bit more. Perfect. Right, now what I want to do is I want to add sky. So the background is probably one of the most important things to do with this, because it's the thing you're going to see. So now we want to go to world, and we want to use nodes, and we just go into here, composing, click on world. I think, is this world? No, this is world, I think. Or is this? No, where's world? Here it is, it's this. So yeah, here we have our background. It ain't good at all at the moment. So what I'm gonna do is, I've got this image. No, I haven't. I just no, nothing to do with that. Just delete that. Now we want to add an output, world output. I want to add search. It's color ramp. They spell it a bit differently in Britain, in America, but they've made it so it's like this. And we also want, we would like to have a mix shader. Shift A, mix shader, and then we want add diffuse shader. Where's, probably just that. Yeah, it's just background. They've got rid of diffuse, so we want to plug that in there and plug that in there, and we want emission as well, because the background, the sun. No, we don't really want too much emission, so we're gonna have that as surface, and we can quickly just have a look at this preview, and that's the color it will be. And now we want to have this as so if I hit 0.5, and then I kind of want to Shift D this, bring it down here. And now what we kind of want to do is we want to add, and now we need one inputs, and we want, where is it? Fresnel, I think it is. So we want to add this to this, and we want to also Shift D this, so it goes back here, and we want to do that. So that's quite nice. Now with the sky, we kind of want to have it kind of a dark blue, maybe maybe this kind of blue. That's kind of nice. And then we want this to be, this color to be a bit lighter, like a white, and for this color to be kind of bluish like that. So there we are, that's kind of nice. And now if I get a preview of this, and kind of like maybe just do that with it. That's nice. Okay, so now if I hit 0, we want to render this out, maybe hit F12, it's building. Okay, so yeah, it's looking really nice. I think that is an amazing background. As you can see, it's kind of like light over here but darker over there. I just love using that kind of thing, and it's so nice to use. It's my favorite, really nice thing to use. So now, before we go on to the animating stage, we want to still create the scene, which is nice. So what we want to do is, we've done that now, so we can just go back into default. We've done the sky. So now what we want to do is we want to create the light. So if we're making light, then we want to do Shift A, and we want to add a lamp, and we want sun, because that will add a nice sun point. Now with the sun, you want to always have it at a nice angle, so hit 3 and hit 5 obviously, and we want to rotate it about that much, and then we want to move over here, we want to go to 1, we want to move it about that much. So now we have one sun, so even if we just go hit F12 now, and it will be building, it's brighter than it was, but we still need to eliminate this fuzzy kind of shadowy kind of thing. So what we want to do is we want to go hit escape on that. We want to do shift D on that sun. So now it's duplicated that exact sun, and now we want to change the angle of the 3 and 1 side. We want to change the angle of it so it'll eliminate more of the fuzz. So we want to go R, and we want to go R like that. So there we are. And that will hopefully eliminate most of that fuzziness on here, and it's obviously a tiny bit brighter. So now the next stage of adding the lights, as you can see there was like loads of fuzz on here. There's less now, but we can eliminate the rest of it later on. Now what we want to do is we want to click on here and it will show us the sun properties. Now what we want to have is we want to have a slightly yellow sun and have a slightly less yellow but still yellow. Now we want this one to have about 6 on it and this one to have about 4 or 5ish. So if we now hit F12, it should be loading everything, and now that is very nice. You can see all the very sharp edges, you can see the contrast and everything, and it's looking really nice now. So that's how you do the lighting really well. So I think this is looking incredibly nice. Yeah, that is very nice. So now I feel like we're nearly ready to start adding some mobs to it. The camera view, I don't know why it eliminates some of that, but before we actually add anything we need to add fog, because otherwise it's not going to be the same. So with this we want to add volume, ambient inclusion, and ray visibility. We want it to, okay, that's fine. So factor, we want 1 distance, we want to have about 15, maybe 10, 9. Volume, I don't know, that's fine. So now we've got ambient occlusion. We're going to hit F12. It's going to add a bit of niceness to it, as you can see. Now, I'm trying to add blurriness. I've forgotten how to do it now. I think it's... oh, it's this. It's on this camera thing. So what we need to do is we need to hit F11. We're keeping this camera now. This is our only camera. We want to hit this button and custom properties, safe areas. Now we want to add mist. So we want to actually grab this, and then the mist is a bit close so far. So we want to make it. Oh, that's the wrong kind of thing. We want to mist. Okay, how do we do this? Do we just S it up? I want the mist, this bit, to is it that? Control Z. To be honest, I don't know how to extend the mist out. Do I click on the camera and it's like that. If I maybe the alpha does it. So if I go F12 now, so apparently it's meant to have mist. If I change the alpha up to that, actually no, it's meant to add it at the end. Oops, shouldn't have done that. So I need to wait until it's fully rendered and it'll add in the mist. So before we do that, whilst we're waiting for it to render, I'm going to go quickly down here, go into performance, change these to 100 and this to 100. I don't know what's happening, there's no mist. There should be mist. I go into this, I need to have mist. Where's mist? No. Where's mist? Freestyle, nope. Okay. I actually can't find the mist. So I'll see you guys in a second. Hey guys, so I figured out how to do it. Oh my goodness, my voice squeaked there. So you go into here, we want to do passes, we want to check mist, and now we can go into world. There'll be new mist pass, and then the start and the depth. It can go all the way up there. So just about to there, I would say. And if I hit F12 now, it should have rendered mist right at the end, which is quite nice. As you can see, it's a bit faster with the 100 by 100 pixel rendering. So come on, wait for the end, and it should be having mist. Maybe if I go back into here, camera. Maybe if I do alpha like that, maybe that will add more mist. It also speeds it up if you zoom out quite far. So this is a tip if you're rendering for animations. Zoom out really far and you can't see a thing. Oh, I can't get it! Okay, right, let's have a look on here. So here we have this. We have mist. Okay, so that's fun. Here, there's nothing to it. Here, don't know what that is. I don't think there's any mist on this. Here, there should be mist, as I've checked the mist start, fall off. Yeah, that should be fine. Actually, I know what's happening. Mist. Wait a sec. If I hit escape, I want the mist to start here and kind of fall off. Where is it? Kind of fall off about there. So, see, I'm just guys. So I seem to have figured it out. Wait a sec. No, that's fine. Okay, wait a sec. So I seem to have figured it out. And what we need to do is we need to go into composing, and we're already on this. We want to go into this, use nodes, and here we have our rendered image hidden in there. It's still half loaded, but as you can see, there's if we add viewer, so viewer, we can we want to put the image into the viewer, and then instead we want to do this, and that will allow it to have mist. Now I haven't really checked this out, so if we render it now, it should have mist right at the end whilst it's finished rendering. So I'm going to zoom it out as usual, really small, and it should, you know, be finished when it says up at the top here. So now it still doesn't have mist, and I want to actually cut this. I want to add mist to this, and here we have the mist. Mist is now on there. We add mist to this as well. Now, because this isn't good at all, what we want to do is we want to add mix. So we want to do Shift A, search mix, and that will allow us to mix that with this, and then we have this. So now, as if we do that, we can have the mist, but we can also see that pretty clearly as well. And the mist is obviously one color, But if we want to change that, so let's search here, add color, hue saturation value, then we can put the mist into here, plug it out here, and we can obviously play around with the colors of it. Saturation, hue, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Let's just delete this and add the mist into this. So yeah, so since we've done that now, I still want to get a color, so I'm going to color. I'm going to search, Shift A, search, color. Let's just do color ramp in the middle. That will be fine. Actually, no, that won't be fine because I need an input. So to add color, let's just do bright contrast. Add some contrast in there. So okay, nope, that's nothing to do it. Add color. Oh my goodness, this is taking ever. Rabbit alpha. Anyway, guys, I'll see you back when I've actually managed to figure out how to change the color. So yeah. I figured it out. I can change the color of the mist with the color balance. Now, this will allow me to change the color of the mist if I just do this and this last one here. So this last one actually controls the color of the mist. Now I kind of like a yellowy sort of mist. So if you think of that, it looks like the light rays are shining through that, and it's like really cool. So I really like this. So I'm actually going to make it slightly brighter mist. So yeah, and then if we lower this, and then we can make it brighter again. So I think that is really nice. Now we got the mist working, we got all that kind of working, and now if we go into a different position, obviously we'll have different amounts of mist, and also I can change the facilities of the mist as well if I like do stuff with the camera. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna pause it here, and I'm gonna like take a break, and then I'll see you guys in a next episode. So this will be one out of part 2. I'm gonna have 2 parts. One is building, one's animating my new thing, and this is a good. I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, see you next episode.